Hello there, I'm Thomas Hatsios, a British American pilot flying the Boeing 787-900 tonight flight from Zurich International Airport. We're going to be flying Zurich, Switzerland, Germany, then come back to Zurich International Airport, runway 14 for an ILS localizer. Landing right now in the cockpit for the pre-takeoff preparation of the quality wings. Boeing 787-900. You can see the cockpit, all the instruments we have about the Boeing 787. So I'm gonna make an instant demonstration. I will show you the overhead panel, the autopilot, the primary flight display that displays the airspeed indicator, the ground speed, the airspeed selected from the autopilot flight director system panel, the ground speed, the radio altitude, the barometric altitude, the navigation display that displays the airports. The waypoint is gonna create a small flight plan. Gonna make a small flight. You can see the head-up display and the autopilot flight director system panel, the thrust levers. So I'm gonna talk to you very fast about all the systems that we have right now available. You can see I can control the side stick like this using this the Lszh Extreme 3D side stick that I'm having right here. So you can see all the controls. I use the side stick. I have full control like this of the aircraft, so I can make also the rudder pedals left and right. So you can see both sides are interconnected right here, the left and the right inside the cockpit of the 787. Maybe we can use maybe some lighting. So maybe we have better view now of the instruments. Better view. So you can see I'm using this side stick here to control the aircraft flight controls, like the elevator, the ailerons, the spoilers, and the rudder. So I have full control using the side stick, also the thrust levers and the horizontal trim stabilizer of the horizontal tail. So you can see here. So here we have it, the display. So you can see I can climb, I can make turns left and right like this. Left turn, right turn, also the rudder pedals. So I can climb and descend. You see both sides are interconnected, the left and the right. The side stick deflection is proportional to the yoke deflection. Also you can see the thrust levers here. I can move the thrust levers forward and aft like this using the thrust control. Over here this small switch, also the horizontal trim stabilizer. So now I'm gonna show you the overhead panel, the displays, and the flight management computer. We're gonna use the flight management computer to create a flight plan, a complete route here. So you're gonna see also that step of flying the Boeing 787-900. So I'm gonna make a complete flight from takeoff, climb, cruise, descent, and approach and landing. So you're gonna see all the steps. So I'm gonna show you also the overhead panel, the autopilot and flight director system panel. You can see the displays here, what they display. Maybe I will make another maybe video with the displays. You can see the airspeed selected and indicated. The radio altitude above the ground level, the barometric altitude, the altitude selected, the magnetic heading and track. We have the display here of the engines functions, the navigation display also, some other things, the FS panel, the auto throttle and autopilot. We can arm like this, also the flight director arm. So we have also, we can select the heading, like the runway we're gonna use for takeoff. Over here we're gonna make a small flight plan like this, select the altitude we're gonna fly. So also the airspeed selected. we're gonna use the flight planner here. We have also the electronic flight instrument box, so you can see here also the outside view of the aircraft. So maybe have to proceed with the engine start. Here you can see the controls. You can see we have this for disconnecting the stabilizer trim, discarded switch. So if we have a failure of the auto trim from the autopilot, we're gonna use only the manual trim here. This switch for the control of the tail. We have the fuel control, the fire extinguishers also here, the radio communication panel. You can see the brakes, up and down, the speed brakes for when flying, extend and retract, set the flaps, the thrust levers, the movement, the auto throttle, the disconnect switch. So we have here, we need to start maybe the APU. We have the ADIRU, the inertial reference system, the flight control surfaces, the primary flight control computers, the battery, the primary, the generators of the electric power, the hydraulic system here, generators on and off. You can see these switches actually work. You can see also the fuel pumps here, the crossfeed, the balance between the left and the right wing. So we have this view also about the overhead panel, the pressurization. So you can see the pressurization panel also. So maybe we can proceed with the auto start. We're gonna turn off the engines. So turn off both engines like this. Turn them off by turning off this fuel flow control. So you will see both engines will go off. So we need to set the auto start. I'm gonna have the auto start on now. Auto start on. You're gonna see the reconfiguration in the overhead panel when we turn off the engines. So we have the auto start on. It start the left engine now. The pressure is going higher, so if we look outside, we're gonna see here we have this engine and this engine both start spinning. So we are in the auto start now process, as you can see here, and we can let the fuel flow for the left wing engine like this, the fuel control switch. So we let the left fuel flow. You can see the N1 increasing. All the parameters of the left and the right engine. The right is still off. We have the auto start here on of the engine. Auto start. Hydraulic pressures. So here we go with the one engine. The left one. We still have the right one is off. So we go now with the other engine, I believe. Maybe it will take a couple of seconds. We're gonna let the fuel flow in after we reach the available. So the engine is running now, as you can see. So we start the right engine now. The auto start is on. and begins the process of starting the engine, the right wing engine now. So you can see maybe the right wing engine will start spinning after a couple of seconds. So we need to do that also, and we have the auto start on right now. We're gonna have the fuel flow in and both engines running. So you can see the auto start, you can see this side also starts spinning. So we are ready, both engines run, and we can set up the flight plan now very quickly. Set up a small flight plan here. So we have initial reserves, 5% reserves. We can use these switches here for the screen. Cruising altitude 25,300, cost index 100%, route Lszh to Lszh, copy paste, runway 1 clear, runway 14, and we have departures like this, runway 14, so we have next page like this, Zui, trans, departure arrival, LS14, Transamity, trans, next page, Negriamonal. So we have the route, the legs, cancel the discontinuity, activate and execute, and we are ready. We have only the performance, takeoff, thrust, flaps, I believe flaps 15 maybe, 22, 4.75, and we have the takeoff speed V1, we rotate, and V2 like this. So we are ready for takeoff from runway 14, ready to taxi. So we have we advance the thrust levers, also use maybe not using that, I take some frames from the computer. So we advance here, you can see the thrust levers, and we go for takeoff. Parking brakes off, advance a little bit the thrust levers. So we align with the runway here. Parking brakes set. We have also the LNAV, the altitude over here. We're gonna use maybe some information, maybe not this, maybe the terrain. So we're gonna have some, maybe the airports. We have the airports like this, so we can see where the airports are located in the navigation display. So here we are ready for takeoff with the Boeing 787. You can see advance the thrust levers forward here, disarm the parking brakes also and go. So we have 100 knots, V1, we rotate, maximum takeoff, we rotate, and here we go. Loading gear up. So we have the positive rate of climb of the Boeing 787, as you can see. You can see we are 1,400, 2,000 feet above the ground level. We fly with an airspeed of 175 nautical miles per hour, and we cross 4,000 feet right now. So we need to keep climbing, like a small cruise. Here we are, and maybe we have 10-15 more minutes for this flight right now with the Boeing 787. Maybe we're gonna use also that now. You can see now where we have to fly through. We have a slow climb right now. $11,000, cross the 11,000. So this is a beautiful view of the Boeing 787 with the Zurich around you. This beautiful area. of the Switzerland. As you can see, leave behind Zurich, and we can keep climbing. You can see the Boeing 787. The 900 models, as you can read in the have to keep flying for a while. 16,000. So we have the beautiful star sign also. As we keep climbing, we are at 20,000. Overflying here the Zurich and the lake. You can see the Germany in front of you and the France on this side. The Boeing 787. So we are at 22,000. $900, 23. So here we're gonna have the chemtrails in a couple of seconds, perhaps, or even climb higher than this altitude. So maybe we need to start coming back for the landing now. So we take the turn to come for the landing and descend on approach. Keep climbing. Now we need to descend. So we're gonna start descending. Still not have it the chemtrails, then we need to cruise above 30,000 feet. So. So we have 350 nautical miles per hour now. The airspeed max 0.65. It's a maximum airspeed right now, about 700 kilometers an hour that we reach as we're going to the airport. So we're gonna have to slow down. As we're descending back to the airport. So you can see the flight path here. We're gonna follow over here the approach and landing. We are 7,000 feet. We need to fix the floor lock also and decrease the airspeed component for the approach and landing. So maybe we need to get down some flaps also. So we are ready to make a turn now as we are approaching the airport. Keep flying low now. We have the airport inside here. So we start turn now over here for the approach. So we have manual control of the Boeing 777 as you can see. So we need to align now with the runway, the center line, and the ILS localizer, the approach, and also set the landing gear down. We have the thrust right now. So you can see we are for the approach and landing. You can see we are very close to the ILS localizer. We have also the airport inside. So we need to decrease the airspeed now. You can see where we are as we are approaching. So we're gonna make a sweet view here for the touchdown and the landing of the aircraft. We have some side wind. that is pushing us away from the runway. So we need to use the left rudder side. So we can see now how close we are to the Lszh localizer as we are approaching for the landing. We're going all manual now. So we are closer to the runway. So here we are, just touchdown, parking brakes and reverse thrust. We have full reverse. Full reverse thrust and parking brakes. So we just made it with the Boeing 787 on the runway, still taxiing. We're very close now to the taxiway here. So you can see we just made a very nice landing. We're here in the runway. We're ready to exit the runway. So you can see the landing here. You can see the nose wheel and the landing gear are normally safe. There is no breakages of the nose wheel here or the landing gear behind it. As you can see, the aircraft is standing up the way it should be in the runway. You can see all the wheels and the nose wheel and the parts of the metal over here and here on this side are normal. So we did a very nice landing here. As you can see, this side and this side, the landing gear you can see is normal. So we cancel this thrust reverse. So that was Thomas Hatsios, the British American pilot flying the Boeing 787-900 tonight's flight from Zurich International Airport back to Zurich International Airport. Thank you very much for watching me. See you next time. Bye bye. We just made a very nice and successful landing, so thank you very much. I'm the German American pilot flying the Boeing 787-900. Bye bye.